So I have this mantra that I live my life by, and it's one that was modeled to me and my family and our community by my late father. And he even picked it up from his time in the military. He was an Army guy himself. And it's 2 words, ever forward. And it's something that I heard him say and watched him live up until literally his dying breath when he passed away about 19 years ago from a terminal illness. And, it's no matter what, we have the ability, should we choose to move forward. It's all in our mind, no matter what the setback is. And I really wanted to embody that in a way to honor his legacy and to help me move forward as I was kind of getting stuck in my life in a period of poor mental health. And I needed to latch onto something, and I needed to do it for my own health, but also at the time that was my career. So I was always looking for ways to give new ways to my audience on social media, to my clients, my patients in clinic, that, there's a lot we can do with a good workout plan or a good nutrition plan, or just, what is the thing that we need to do so that I can get the results that I want. But a lot of times it's, like I said earlier, it's in that et cetera. It's in our mindset, it's in our hearts, it's in our emotions, it's in our memories, it's in our joy and frustrations of the whole experience. And no matter what, should we choose to move forward in it, we will find a way to move forward in it. And so I decided to kind of make that the torch and carry it on through Ever Forward Radio. And in every conversation I have with somebody now, it is looking for that through line, really unique aspects of the multifacetedness that is the human experience, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being. And how can I take what you do and what is your way of moving forward and living a life ever forward, and helping my audience understand that in a new way.
So what does that translate into? Do you do consulting for people, or is that what you're just trying to impart through your program or your radio station, or what do you mean?
Yeah, so Ever Forward Radio is what I do full time. I've been running the show a little over 7 years now. And after leaving my last position as that health coach and wellness director, I did for the next about 2 years run a online health coaching company where I worked one-on-one and did group, remote training, kind of helping people change total lifestyle and behavior modification. And then I decided to commit to one or the other. Both were growing and I was loving both. It was called Ever Forward Coach. I was loving Ever Forward Radio. I was about 2 years old at that time, and I needed to commit, and I committed to the podcast. And so I've been doing it full time ever since 2019. And that's how I help people. That's what I do. And that's how, thankfully so, that's how I make my living.
So what, the radio show advertiser supported, or, if you're up for, you're open to saying it, what's the business model?
Yeah. So it's, just like, any other podcast you hear with ads or even traditional radio, we sell airspace. I find brands, products, services, people that really help my wellness, that help my focus, my productivity, my metabolic health, my, really any which way that propels me forward in life and is a tool and an advantage. I try to partner with brands that can help do that the same for my audience. And so we'll have, supplements, services, labs, continuous glucose monitors, nootropics, CBD companies, performance and training supplements, a lot of different things. And then we'll, partner with them on the show. And, this episode is brought to you by blah, blah, blah. And, we run the code, we run the discount. And that's how keep the lights on over here.
All right. And what are some of the interesting archetypes of people that you see? There are people grouped into a few different struggles that they have for starting the workout or maintaining a workout. Or, most people say, oh, everyone's different. But from what I've seen pretty much in every industry and for everything that people, desire, there's only so many flavors of trouble or decision or, method. So what do you see?
I think ultimately at the end, we're all more or less the same. We all come to this realization for whatever reason that we want more for ourselves. We want more for our bodies. We want, maybe it's starting off, we want to get back. I want to get back to the body I had before kids. I want to get back to the body I had in college, or I want to get, back to this shape or this level of feeling good or whatever. For others, it's just, kind of like me. Like, I don't want to accept where I'm at right now, for whatever external circumstance. I've had a setback. Maybe I'm going through depression and I recognize that my physical health is going to really help me get through this mental health struggle. Or maybe I just, accepting the fact that I've let this part of my life slide. I've prioritized other things that might have had their time and place, but I'm beginning to feel that trade-off. My energy is low. My relationships are suffering. My sleep is inconsistent. I can't keep up the way that I used to. My body composition is changing. I'm doing all these other things, but it's not really working the same way.